Peace. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Week number 7, Course in Miracles. Back here in Nashville. Nashville. Feeling ready to get into it. You ready? Let's do this. All right, as I said, week number 7. All right, so my goal for this week is to make a shorter video. I've been making such long-winded videos, but I want to just jump straight into it so I can keep my words short. There always seems to be so much to say. All right, lesson number 43. God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. So I'm going to read all of these lessons, and then I'm just going to talk at the end of reading these lessons. So, lesson number 43 of this week: God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. Lesson number 44: God is the light in which I see. You're going to see a little theme with these next couple ones. Lesson 44: God is the light in which I see. Lesson 45: God is the mind in which I think. God is the mind with which I think. Lesson number 46: God is the love in which I forgive. God is the love in which I forgive. Number 47: God is the strength in which I trust. God is the strength in which I trust. Lesson number 48: there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. And lesson number 49: God's voice speaks to me all through the day. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. So these lessons this week were very helpful for me, again, to just kind of redefine who I am, who God is, and what's going on here. God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. God is the light in which I see. So I like this one phrase right here. It says, creation and darkness cannot coexist, but light and life must go together, but being different aspects of creation. Oh, yeah, being but different aspects of creation. The next 3 lessons I thought had such a great message together. Lessons 45, 46, and 47. God is the mind with which I think. God is the love in which I forgive. And God is the strength in which I trust. Those messages together are just so powerful and so helpful to me when I feel anxious or fearful or upset about anything, or I feel like I'm starting to take on a victim mentality. Those sentences this week have thoroughly helped me. And then the last sentence, or the last, second to last lesson, 48, there is nothing to fear. That one, I was reading that one all day yesterday. Well, I wasn't reading it, I was reciting it all day yesterday. The exercise for that one was to just remind yourself as often as possible that there is nothing to fear. And I noticed how much my brain tries to take little things that I'm seeing in life and turn them into stories that put me as the victim of that story. My own brain is attempting to take neutral situations, because again, everything I see is neutral, has no meaning, no inherent meaning. So my brain, in its attempt to find meaning with some of these situations that were happening in my life yesterday, I would find that I was attempting to tell myself a story that puts me in the victim role, and all of a sudden I began to be afraid of the situation I was finding myself in. So that simple phrase of there is nothing to fear became very powerful for me because of the truth that it states. The idea for this lesson is simple. It is not a fact to those who believe believe in illusions, but illusions are not facts. In truth, there is nothing to fear. It is very easy to recognize this, but it is very difficult to recognize it for those who want illusions to be true. And trust me, your ego and my ego want the illusions to be true, because the ego itself is an illusion. And the last lesson, 49, God speaks to me all through the day. That's a powerful statement to really understand, to really take in, and to comprehend that there is no point of your day that you are outside of the presence of God. So therefore, God is always with you, always speaking and communicating with you. And if you can learn to step outside of your ego and go deep within your soul, I promise you will hear God's guidance. That is the real teacher within, the guru within, your higher self. That is God speaking to you, giving you all of the answers with all of the infinite wisdom that is available to us on this planet. Because remember, one of the previous lessons, I don't remember the exact phrasing it was, but I think with the mind of God, or I am in the mind of God. And therefore I cannot be outside of his presence. I cannot be outside of his guidance. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up, because again, I want this lesson to be short. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. I just want to give you the bullet points of what's happening in me as I'm going through this journey. And as always, I'm so grateful that you're here watching the progress, and I hope I can inspire you along your path. So pop over to the website at amoneno.com, sign up on the email list on my contacts page, pop around the blog, give it a go, check it out, see what you like, and send me a message, let me know that you're here, and I'm sure we will see each other again very soon. Stay positive, stay happy, go out there and share your smile with somebody. Benefit somebody else's day with your happiness, all right? That's what I'm doing. I gotta get back to my music. All right, one love. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Oneness in sound. I am OnenO. Peace.